inertia. Here's Barbara from Munchkin Land.
Hey.
Barbara, what do you know about inertia?
Nothing.
Do you know how gravity affects the daily life of Munchkins in Munchkin Land?
You don't fall.
Well, Barbara, thank you for your time. I'm Dorothy Gale with Oz News. This is Dorothy Gale with Glenda the Good. Glenda, what do you think about inertia?
It's great.
Do you know what inertia is?
No.
Do you know how inertia affects the daily life of Munchkins?
No.
Do you know anything at all? Glenda, your time is very appreciated. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, I'm Dorothy Gale with Munchkin, Bob.
Hello.
Bob, what do you know about inertia?
Ned.
Bob, what do you think about the house landing in Munchkin Land?
Ned.
Bob, do you know anything at all about Newton's laws of motion?
Ned.
Well then, I think we're done here for the day. This is Oz News. Welcome back. This is Oz News. I'm Dorothy Gale, and here with us today is Glenda the Good. We're going to talk about inertia because, as seen before, the Munchkins have no clue what inertia is. Inertia, in physics, is the resistance of a body to any alteration in the state of motion. Did you know inertia takes place in your everyday life?
No.
No. Welcome back. I'm Dorothy Gale, and this is Glenda the Good here on Oz News. Today we're going to talk about inertia. Glenda, do you have any new input on inertia? Well then, did you know inertia affects our everyday lives?
Really?
Yes. Every time you step into that pink little bubble there, and you hit a tiny little munchkin, that's inertia.
Didn't know that.
Yes. Inertia is the resistance of a body to any alteration in its state of motion.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Yes, so take my handy little house falling from the tornado and hitting the ground. Inertia.
Tragic.
Welcome back to Oz News. I'm Dorothy Gale, and here with Munchkin Barbara. Barbara, we're here today to talk about Newton's third laws and how they are with inertia. Okay, no input. Well, you're going to hand it over to the Scarecrow to explain the three laws of motion.
Newton's first law states that an object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force.
All right, so take a munchkin, happily rolling down a hill. That munchkin's not going to stop rolling until he's hit with a brick or a boulder. Then he'll stop. First law.
Ow.
Newton's second law states that an object at rest stays at rest unless acted upon by an unbalanced force.
Okay, we'll take that same munchkin, sleeping in his tiny little munchkin bed. He's going to stay not moving until, say, a tornado comes, destroys his house, rips him off his bed, throws him into air, and he probably lands on the yellow brick road. Most likely dying, but who knows? He might have lived.
Good for him.
Newton's third law states for every action there is an opposite and equal reaction.
All right, we're going to take that munchkin, say he lived. Now he's jumping up and down on the ground. Okay, jumping up and down on the ground. When he jumps, his legs apply a force to the ground, and the ground applies an opposite force, making him propel into the air. Happy little munchkin.
Wow.
Mayor, is there a problem?
I'm so concerned about all these munchkins dying in wrecks because they don't have their seatbelts on.
Munchkins are dying. Well, this sounds like a real crisis.
It is.
Oh, crisis, you say. Why are these munchkins dying?
Well, because when they don't wear their seatbelts, the inertia throws them into the windshield and then they die on the yellow brick road.
Inertia. How many munchkins have we lost?
Over 500 million.
Well, Mayor, It sounds like we need to go over some safety lessons for them poor munchkins dealing with inertia.
Yes.
Mayor, did you know wearing a seatbelt in your fancy little bubbles there can reduce up to 63% injury?
They can?
Yes.
I know, I didn't know that.
Are your bubbles equipped with fashionable and usable seatbelts?
Well, no.
Why not?
I don't know we needed them.
Do all munchkins drive bubbles?
Yes.
Well, yes, you need seatbelts. That is probably why 500 million munchkins have died this past year.
No, just today.
Mayor, you sound like an awful mayor.
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. How can I help?
By wearing a seatbelt, inertia will not act upon the munchkin as much.
All you munchkins out there, wear your seatbelts.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
Welcome back to Oz News. I'm Dorothy Gale here with breaking news. The number of 500 million munchkins dead due to bubble incidents has tripled in size. We're going to pass it over to Glenn, the munchkin reporter, to take more on this breaking news. Glenn, down to you.
Dorothy, as you can see, the weather down here is absolutely crazy. There's been wrecks, and with this tornado, it's absolutely, oh my gosh, I can't even see anything. It's so bad, oh my gosh. So if people would just wear their seatbelts, they would be